Wunderbar. Yes, no? Did it not actually go far enough? It looks to me like it should be far enough. We have enough power. There we go. It looked like it was in the blue area to me. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, so we'll let some people funnel into town. Water pump needs power. Thank you. You're right. No, it's the water pump. Yes. It will eventually... actually, I'm not even sure if it would eventually get power. How do I want to do this? Oh, we got another tip in. Valiant, thank you very much. Let me just run it this way. It's ugly, and I hate that it, F's up our zoning. But we'll do that. And again, okay, I did reach it in. Okay. Valiant got it. Valiant got a tip. Enjoyed watching since a friend recommended you as the only person playing Alpha Centauri years ago. Keep up the good work. Whiskey and chocolate forever. Brussels never. Oh, it's so funny. I've been, I've noticed a pattern. It seems like every winter is when I get in the mood to play flight simulators. I think it's because, I can't really go out the same way, and it's kind of meh and whatever. So winter comes, and I really want to play flight simulators again. And it so happens that X-Plane 11 has just gone into public beta. So it's like everything's come together where I want to play flight sims again, which is why, I got my joystick here on the table, ready to go. And one of my favorite flights to do is Charles de Gaulle in Paris over to the Brussels airport. Nice little flight. I always set all the weather to be summertime and everything like that, so everything is green and lovely, and it just makes you feel good. So who knows? There might be some more flight sim videos coming up soon. I'm surprised. Did I not zone the industrial area? I did. I'm surprised people haven't moved in there, but I guess there hasn't been any demand for it yet, so people are just still doing the initial move in. That's fine. Now we just sit and chill. How's it going? No tsunami warning. Not yet. I'm sure we won't need one. We're gonna be fine. Jarlik, thank you very much for the resub. Nordic as well, 28-month resub. Youngboy Jimmy at 29 months. Thank you very much for that. RJ Texa, who's been, I believe, a person in RimWorld. 20 months. Ryazaki, 14 months. Thank you very much. Rhinum, 31 months in there. Cheers and thank you. Hey, Silverfish. Twitch Baby is almost here. That's right. It's getting there. It's a little premature still, but soon. Please bug the Paradox reps for a Simcopter clone for City Skylines. Oh my god, I loved Simcopter! Simcopter was a surprisingly decent little helicopter flight sim sort of thing. Way back when. I mean, when the graphics of 3D stuff were all terrible and whatever. But what was interesting about it, they give you lots of missions. You were in a city. You would Simcopter around a city, you have to rescue people, put out fires, do all kinds of different things like that. But the big thing about it is in the area of, was it SimCity 2000? I think it was SimCity 2000. Maybe not. I don't remember what SimCity version it was at the time. But you could fly around in your own cities. You could import your own cities from the game. There was also a sim car, something like that, which let you drive around the city. It was a lot less good. But Simcopter was a ton of fun. And the ability to helicopter around your own damn city was brilliant. It was just brilliant. SimCity 2000, yeah. Oh, for the mods, yeah, looks like the MooBot command didn't get updated. That's my bad. The video I posted on YouTube that announced this stream has the list of mods in there. So far, we haven't made use of any mods. Well, that's not true. There's an ambient occlusion mod running that may tweak the lighting just a scooch. The big one later on will be the traffic president mod. That will be a big thing. So here's a button for building shelters and issue evacuations. But again, I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure there's never going to be a disaster of any kind whatsoever. We got that out there. People are still moving in. Yeah, cars are coming here. So we have to let our initial areas sort of pad out a little bit more before we start doing much. Got a police station over here. They didn't change the art for the police station or anything, did they? I don't know. It's shinier and glassier than I remember. But maybe I never spent a lot of time zooming in on our police stations. That's entirely possible. Well, lots of little moped. We've got some pedestrian traffic here, which is nice to see. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We'll probably set up pedestrian paths from this that go over the highway as well and into this area once we start to develop it. I'm sure this will stand the test of time. People build their own houses. You don't place the houses. You zone it. And then the houses, the houses, I guess, get built by people when they want to move in. They'll, a house will appear, and then they'll drive in from wherever the hell into the city and do that. All right, let's go and set up some public transit at this point. So, transport, we're just going to set up a busing line early on. We're going to have to get a depot off somewhere. It really doesn't matter where the depot is. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to build it here. Because it's non-polluting, and it's going to be right on the coast, and it'll sort of eat some of that coastline, as opposed to having the a polluting industry there. So we're going to get some power going on. So now we're going to have some buses available, and now we are going to set up a bus line. I'm thinking one that goes just sort of around this loop of residential space. That's probably going to be okay, especially if I connect a path here. Let me do that. Little pedestrian path before this gets too built up. We're already going to have to smash down the house. I feel bad, but it's going to be for the best. There we go. So that way you can get to the outside, and then over here, same sort of thing. And do that so you can walk out there. And here we have roads and stuff. Do you not have power? Oh, do we not have enough power? Oh, we don't actually have enough power. I mean, the regular wind turbines aren't very powerific compared to the advanced ones, but they'll do okay. So get that going. I mean, we'll need a better power solution for the future, but that's going to be okay. So we're going to have our buses. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the buses go counterclockwise. That way I can have my bus stops on the inside here, and just make it so that people have to cross the road less often, most likely. So we'll put a bus stop here. Why is it red? Oh no, it's just colored, right? I have the auto route coloring mod. Here. Maybe here. That might be a little too close, but it's easy to walk to. Right over here by this little pedestrian thing. Maybe here. And there's probably too many stops, if I'm honest. But I don't know. There we go. So we have this sort of like, just a nice little local loop around here, which is going to be great. And then what I want to do is I want to have another line that serves into the industrial zone over here. I'm going to have one stop there, one stop there. It'll probably be expanded later on. And then I'm just going to have it go here and... Yeah, doing the loop is kind of annoying, huh? Maybe it'll just run it around this way. That'll be fine. And go back in there. Actually, we'll probably want some stops in the middle when this gets developed. Let me do that. And then connect up over here. Okay, so it gives a way for the people from the red line to get onto the purple, which will bring them to work over here. Again, hopefully keep down some of the street traffic, if at all possible. Might be time to pop out a military unit. The Barbarian Scout might be here anytime. Now, could you imagine? And I mean, it's not possible in terms of, like, just computer, like, literal processing ability. Not to mention, mixing genres obviously is often a recipe for disaster. But could you imagine combining a city builder with, like, a 4X game like Civilization? That would be crazy! Cathix, hey, Quill, loving the hat. Did you ever play Constructor? Looking forward to the HD remake. I'm trying to remember, is Constructor the first game I ever bought on GOG.com? I feel like it might be. I'm actually logging into GOG right now to see my library here. Oh, they introduced a security code system. So I have to go and check my email for a security code, which is fine. I'm not opposed to security methods like that. Very handy dandy. Okay, so I've got that. So now I can check my library. Yeah, Constructor, yes! I've played it a little bit. It's actually not one I ever played growing up or anything like that. I've only played it sort of more recently, and it was a few years ago, because, again, GOG was a brand new website. And they only had a handful of stuff, but they had that. And I played it, it was fine. So I actually might look forward to an HD remake with probably, more, modernized UI sensibilities, for example. We'll do some tactical things. Oh, that's true. Yes, all the Sierra Interactive City Builders, Caesar, Pharaoh, Zeus, and Northern Lights, and the Japanese one that I never played. They had some military elements built in, but it's not quite the same. Oh, again, we're getting some low power thing. So we want the 7 megawatts if we can. And I mean, we're going to be filling this island up at some point with these. I mean, I don't want to overbuild them too much. That's going to be nice. It's going to be good. Love to see Quill play Caesar. Yeah. I was actually a much bigger fan of Pharaoh/Cleopatra than Caesar. Caesar was really good, but I love the Pharaoh one. I think it's because of Building the Wonders. I really like that. You know, pyramids and stuff. And yeah, or it's Chinese. Was it Chinese? Yeah, I never played that one, and a lot of people say it's the best. But I never did play it. I think I was just drawn so much to the especially the Egyptian stuff. Zeus was interesting. It had a bit more of a cartoony look than you had, you know, your big sort of hero characters like Hercules and stuff going around, which was fine, but again, not really the vibe I was looking for. So how's our demand? Currently flat. Okay, that's fine. People are still moving to the city, so that's going to be expected. We have to sort of let this build up and wait. We can take a look at, you know, their satisfaction with various things here. How come you don't have elementary coverage? You must. Or you're just not educated yet. You're covered. Our capacity is fine. We've got lots of schools. People can reach there. Yeah, it's just that you haven't been educated yet. So that'll build up over time, which will add to the attractiveness and whatnot. Yeah, education progress. So, you know, they may level up to higher quality. We're going to be fine. They've got some supply. Crime is low. Noise is low. Pollution is low. Yeah, I think we should be okay for now. And people are moving in. That's oh, let's go up to speed 3 for now. What disaster is going to hit first? Yeah, I don't know. And yes, our money is going down right now, but that's to be expected because we had to put... Wow, look at all the traffic. We had to put in a ton of services, and we don't have much population yet, so we don't have a tax base. But they're moving in, and then with every person that moves in, our tax situation is going to improve. I suppose I could pass some like some policies, right? There's always some good ones, like helicopter priority. That's interesting. What are the big ones? Oh, the small and big business benefactors. They tend to be really good for you. VIP area. Any and all shelters in policy area are reserved only for the citizens living in the policy area. Oh, that's interesting. Fast recovery. The emergency response unit do not search for survivors, but only makes the lot ready for rebuilding. More citizens are lost, but the city recovers faster. That's cold. And no rebuilding. Forbid rebuilding on lots with destroyed buildings. Lots have to be manually bulldozed to allow rebuilding. Wow. Legalize smoke leaf. Can't you heavy traffic ban the middle road? Though that's actually an excellent point. And we may indeed do that. Although, take a look at this. This forestry truck over here is not using the middle road. Actually, none of these guys are. They are sticking to the highway for now. That's good to know. But yes, what we might do, because these are just buses and then we've got commercial vehicles, what we might do is do a heavy vehicle ban on the middle to force heavy industry to stay on the highway as long as possible. I did forget garbage services. Thank you very much. Let's go and do that. I guess we can use an incinerator plant to get a little bit more power. I'm going to build that over here. And also, apparently, we don't have full water coverage of our industrial area. Indeed, we do not. So let's go and bring that out. Again, we're going for 440, and then doing something like that. Excellent. So, we still haven't filled up all of our lots over here. People are still moving in. In fact, the move-in rate is increasing. The money we're losing has gone down dramatically. I don't think zoning more would help. Yeah, there's the complaint. We do actually have a desire for a little bit more commercial. And really, I do want the commercial in the middle. I think that's going to be a very natural fit. So, I'm going to go ahead and paint down some of that now. And I think, well, yeah, actually, there's full water coverage and everything, which is going to be nice. There should be water. There should be power. Oh, it's raining. How lovely. You don't have water. That is very true. There we go. Oh, that's the incineration plant. Population's still growing. Hopefully, it'll hit the point where we start turning a profit before we run out of dough. But, you know, we'll figure something out. Have you played the Age of Empires game? Yeah, I have. Absolutely. They're very good. I mean, when it comes to RTSs, I was always more of a StarCraft person than Age of Empires, but yeah, I really like it. Burn the trash with water? Yeah. Garbage has been piling up. I'm sorry, there's the garbage truck, so you're fine. There we go. So yeah, right now, everyone's uneducated, but that's just a question of, you know, getting them to school. You're still coming in. Zoning needs are non-existent still because we still have some space for our residential zone, so that's fine. Population's now over 1,000. We're growing well. Bit of a haze going on here with the industry. Now, again, one of the things we can do, because I think this in particular is fertile land. It is, right? So we can grow food here. So let's say what we do. Let's cut back on the pollution over here. Let's make a district. Does anyone remember how do you make a district? Right here. Let's make a district. Both here and here. Oh, shit. Hang on. F that up. There we go. And I don't know, whatever. Over here. Tell you what, this whole thing. Excellent. We'll name this after a subscriber. I'm going to bring up my subscriber listing. We'll name this district after someone. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that whole district be... Chrome just crashed. I've been having problems with it lately. Like, a lot of my tabs keep, like, closing out. I don't know, maybe the fact that Chrome itself is completely crashed now was going to reset whatever, I don't know, memory leak or something that was going on. It's been very annoying. Okay, one sec. Open up my listing. I got to open up all my tabs again. I mean, unlike some people, I don't go around with, like, 1,000 tabs open all the time, but especially when I'm streaming, I actually have to have a few things open. Okay, subscriber list is open. Processing, randomize. There we go. So, this district here. So I have to be out of this. Click here. This is going to be the X Resto X park. Not park. I mean, it's going to be a agriculturally zoned industrial area. How about just something like the Lowlands? There we go. The X Resto X Lowlands. I think that's going to be swell. All right. And yes, you can restore your tabs, but I didn't want to just restore all the tabs. I just wanted to reopen the ones that I needed for this specifically. So, having done that, what we can do is set specialization. Oh, shit. I had to do it this way, didn't I? Oh, there we go. Farming industry. Boom. Okay, so this is specialized for farming industry only. Now, we're not going to be able to grow food here, but we will be able to process food. Okay, and over here we will actually grow it. If you don't have fertile land, you can still do a food industry like this, which is significantly less polluting. All right, I think it'll tell us in here. Increases water consumption, but does give you higher tax. Requires natural resources. That's not true, though. Because these buildings here aren't going to be on fertile land, but they will turn into food processing industries. They're going to go away, but they'll come back. I think. I hope. Pretty sure. So we're going to do that. But then I will also, and then what they will do, they'll import raw food from outside and then process them. But at least that works with things like oil. Whether it works with food or not, I don't know. But for things like oil and whatever it does, because it's quite interesting, because you can actually like build in an area where you have, you know, oil or ore or whatever, and then eventually have that deplete. But the industries don't go away; they just change from oil pumps to oil refineries. And then I'm going to use some dirt roads in the middle because shut up, it's cool. You know, just whee. So less efficient, but that's okay. All right, so we got that, and then what I can do is industry zone this area over here, like that, and then I think I want to unzone this area here, and then perhaps build another road from here over to there. We will need water access to this whole thing as well. And we'll probably have to do some power stuff going on too. There. Something like that. Now, right now, we don't have a lot of industrial demand. But let's take a look here. Ready sliced fruit, the real cereal, beefcakes, beefcakes. So we have food-related industries over here, and I believe these will be considerably less polluted than the normal industry, and hopefully the pollution that's there will eventually go away. Are we getting a poop lake? I don't think it's going to be too poopy. I mean, it's a water treatment plant, so I mean there will probably be a little bit of it, but hopefully not too much. And one of the things we'll definitely want to do is expand our borders out in a not too distant future, so that we can get our water intake higher up on the river. Beefcake. Those fields will make hops for beer. Oh, hello! Yeah, that's the kind of industry we want. So we'll have to wait for that to come in. Again, our industry need right now is quite low. We're almost breaking even now. Look at that! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fantastic. All our demands are a little bit on the lower side. How you feeling, commercial zones? You don't like the noise. Oh, commercial zones get bothered by noise? Really? So you're on a bigger road, but I don't think you're as bothered by certain things. And you're not feeling like you get police coverage or anything like that, or cargo or whatever. Do I want to build another police station in the middle? I don't know if I do. Actually, you know what? You've got coverage. Look at it. It's all green. But we don't have police coverage over in this end of things. Now, that doesn't tend to be quite as much crime in the industrial area. It's fire that you're really concerned about. But it probably isn't a bad idea for us to do one, say, around here. Or maybe on the other side. Something like that. Doesn't fully go into the farming area, but it wouldn't be bad. I'm going to hold off for now. I don't think I'm too worried about crime over here at this time. And we want to keep our money balanced. Look at this. We're making money now. Woot! Big old factories destructible? Yeah, I'm sure they are. If I had to bulldoze, yeah, I could bulldoze them, as well as these rocks over here. I could bulldoze them as well, but I kind of want to leave them in. They're nice. Farming area needs power. Well, yes, it does. That's not why nothing is growing right now, though. They'll pop in first, and then they'll start complaining they don't have power. So I mean, I could do a little power run. I guess something like this, but if this isn't the first place that things pop up, it's not going to make a difference. Right now, it's just that there's no demand for industrial. If you build it, they will come. It looks like we filled in pretty well over here. So I think what we may do at this point is I'm going to buy this area here for a couple of different reasons. One, it's going to allow us to continue to expand this area over here, which is very naturally part of our existing territory. And two, it gives us the option of moving our water pumping station further upstream. And yeah, we may build a dam over here at some point, because I think there's really good water flow this high up. For now, we're going to leave it be. What are you saying? What's up? Not enough educated workers. Oh, you've leveled up and you need educated workers. And right now, this is part of the extended like building information mod. Gives you this breakdown. They want 2 educated workers. All they've got right now is 2 uneducated workers. But we do have elementary schools that will cause people to become educated at some... I think. Or am I wrong? You need a high school to generate educated workers. Elementary school just increases the appeal and helps things level up. Gives an education rating, but doesn't actually make educated people. So we may want to get a high school sooner rather than later. Okay, tell you, I think I'm going to build it like here. Same logic. I'm not as worried about noise at our schools. So yes, let's get that down. That'll spread nicely. Excellent. And yeah, we're going to extend this out over here. I'm trying to decide what kind of road structure I want for this. Because when I built this up, this little ring is very good for this area. What I'll probably do is extend this sort of avenue. I'm worried that there might end up generating too much traffic over here. And I don't think I want to build another network connection to like the highway. What do we think? Just pull it out this way. Loop around a little bit here. Maybe even loop all the way to the highway and not build anything between the avenue and the highway. Keep everything inside there. Holy Mother Crossroads, that highway intersection. Over here? I think it's going to be okay. There's lots of tuning we can do. I mean, I agree, a four-way intersection is often very bad. The other thing I can do is we can change this to be a bridge that goes over later, and then have off-ramps to minimize this. I suspect we will want to do that, but for now, we're okay. And this one is really short and stubby. That tends to cause a lot of problems. That's okay. It gives us something to fix later on.